Marijuana, also known as hemp, kush, weed, and so on. It is the dried leaves and flowering tops of the pistillate hemp plant that yield THC and are smoked in cigarettes for their intoxicating effect. There are 30 countries and states where weed is legal: Alaska, Argentina, Australia, Belgium, Cambodia, Canada, Colorado, Colombia, Costa Rica, Croatia, Czech Republic, Ecuador, Estonia, Italy, Jamaica, Mexico, Nepal, Netherlands, North Korea, Oregon, Pakistan, Peru, Portugal, Russia, Spain, Switzerland, Ukraine, Uruguay, Washington DC, and Washington State. According to the United Nations, an estimate of about 159 million people around the world use marijuana, and that is more than 4% of the planet's population. About 147 million people, 3% of the world population, are 18 and above, have consumed marijuana at least once. What's in it for us? Marijuana use as a medicine can treat glaucoma. Studies in the early 1970s showed that marijuana, when smoked, lowered intraocular pressure in people with normal pressure and those with glaucoma. These effects of the drug may slow the progression of the disease, preventing blindness. It can help control epileptic seizures. Ingredients in marijuana known as cannabidiol are substances in cannabis that act on cells in the body to cause some effect. A component that appears to be frequently effective in controlling seizure activity. Cannabidiol in marijuana stops cancer from spreading. It stops cancer by turning off a gene called ID1. Breast cancer cells in the lab that had high expression levels of ID1 can be treated with cannabidiol. After treatment, the cells had decreased ID1 expression and were less aggressive spreaders. Marijuana helps veterans suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder. Marijuana is approved to treat PTSD in some states already. Naturally occurring cannabinoids, similar to THC, help regulate the system that causes fear, pain, stress, and anxiety in the body and brain. Weed reduces some of the awful pain and nausea from chemo and stimulates appetite. One of the most well-known medical uses of marijuana is for people going through chemotherapy. Marijuana can help reduce these side effects, alleviating pain, decreasing nausea, and stimulating the appetite. There are also multiple FDA-approved cannabinoid drugs that use THC, the main active chemical in marijuana, for the same purposes. In the Philippines, Philippine Compassionate Medical Cannabis Act, or House Bill 180, is being proposed again to provide compassionate and right of access to medical cannabis and expand research into its medicinal properties. This bill should not be deemed in any manner to advocate, authorize, promote, legally or socially accept the use of cannabis or marijuana for any non-medical use. It provides control measures and regulations on the medical use of cannabis to ensure patient safety and for effective and efficient implementation of the Act. How about the Philippines? What will happen if the House Bill 180 will be passed or implemented? Let's talk about the health impact of medical cannabis in the country. According to World Life Expectancy 2014, there are several factors which can really affect the longevity of life of the Filipinos. Coronary heart disease, stroke, lung disease, and asthma are the primary causes of death in the Philippines that are curable and preventable with the use of medical cannabis. This will be a more effective and natural option to cure such diseases. Surprisingly, if medical marijuana would be legalized, it will also have an impact in the Philippine economy. It will be taxed and will have a well-regulated medical cannabis programs to create numerous economic benefits for the country. Studies shows that cigarettes and alcohol are more harmful than marijuana smoke. Alcohol and tobacco are the biggest advocates against marijuana simply because pot is a threat to cigarette and alcohol sales because of its safer nature. Here are some fun facts about marijuana. Shakespeare dabbled in marijuana. Researchers at South Africa's University of the Witwatersrand tested 24 tobacco pipes from Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon property and found 8 tested positive for cannabis residue. It takes 800 joints to kill a man. There is no such thing as a marijuana overdose. Carbon monoxide poisoning would be the cause of death. Marijuana seeds are a source of all amino acids. Amino acids have an influence on the function of organs, glands, tendons, and arteries. They are furthermore essential for healing wounds and repairing tissue. Marijuana seeds are one of a handful of substances that man can sustain off indefinitely with no other food and provide all known amino acids. Pretty cool, right? All in all, medical cannabis can be very functional in terms of its medical uses here in the Philippines. Its advantages and effectivity can be a great help in giving cure and prevention of some diseases that exist in the country. I hope you are all well informed. Thanks for watching. Researchers at South Africa's University of the Witwatersrand Researchers at South Africa's University of the Witwatersrand